Hello, my name is Dr. James Stobaugh, and I'm president of Christian Home Educators Lifeline. And I'm going to talk to you today about how you choose a curriculum, what kind of curriculum you want to choose as you do your homeschooling. Because you're going to need to have some materials, you need to have some educational goals, you need to have some moral, affective goals. We're going to be talking a lot about those things in videos ahead, but today I just kind of want to get key on what kind of in general curriculum you're going to want to choose. And really I think there's basically three kinds of curriculum, and you know you're going to want to do one of those or parts of all of them. I know my wife Karen and I, we used to do whatever curriculum her sister gave us from the year before because we couldn't afford to really buy much of anything else. It worked out fine. We supplemented it with all kinds of neat things. So I need to say, even though I'm going to be talking about three categories, I just know you're going to do, you know, what God tells you to do, and you're going to do a little of this. It's going to work out just fine. But the first kind of curriculum you might want to think of is a traditional curriculum, like, you know, you kind of what you grew up on, and that there are several good companies that provide that. It's your typical sequential graded curriculum, grade 1, 2, 3, all the way up to grade 12. That's one approach. Most people find that, I admit, you know, kind of easier to do at first. That wouldn't be my first choice, but it's okay. Another approach is unit approach, and a lot of us do that. Unit approach is where you do units of study. You don't do just chronological study. For instance, let's say you were studying the Puritans, and this would have been in high school. You know, younger kids might dress up like Puritans or Pilgrims or something. The middle-aged kids might, you know, do a report on the Pilgrim's Landing at Plymouth, and the older kids might read John Milton's Paradise Lost. He's a Puritan. I mean, you see what I'm saying? Try to do it with all your age. Unit studies work well in homeschooling because, let's face it, there's maybe one teacher, and you may have several, 4 or 5 kids at different levels. But unit studies is approach too. That way it works fine. Another approach that a lot of people use, I think I prefer this, is classical education approach. And basically that teaches in terms of what's called a trivium. You got 3 things you do. Very easy to remember this. You teach the grammar stage. Then you teach the dialectic or skill stage. And then you teach the high school or rhetoric stage. Now the reason I like it a lot, and again no problem with the other approaches, is that it uses whole books. You're writing a lot of essays. It's just a lot of fun. You can easily combine something called Charlotte Mason. I know you're going to hear that name a lot if you're a homeschooler. And basically, Miss Mason was a 19th century educator who argued, you know what, you want to do fun things with kids. That's basically what she said. And you kind of use the tactile senses. So you know, instead of doing a report on butterflies, you go out and draw them and you collect them. I love that. And so again, those are the 3: traditional unit studies or classical. But you just go out, you have fun, you enjoy your children, and you know, you just probably going to do a lot of different things like that. But whatever you do, you're going to find your kids learning a whole lot more than any other educational setting they've ever had in their life. And you know what? You're going to learn even more, and you're going to enjoy it even more. Now I know that you have found this video to be helpful, and so I want you to receive more videos like this. And if you want to do that, you need to go to youtube.com/CHE-Lifeline, and I want you to subscribe. If you want to receive our free newsletter, visit chelifeline.org. And thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in future videos when we talk more about this wonderful adventure called homeschooling.